Time to hunt.
Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Alien vs. Predator Chrysalis Alien from NECA Toys. Yes, we are still talking about the awesome figures based on the incredibly fun arcade game known as Alien vs. Predator, and this line has given us some really cool new xenomorphs. Today we're going to be checking out the Chrysalis Alien. Let's dive right into it. As you can see, the Alien comes in that same style window box packaging we've seen for the other figures in the Alien vs. Predator lineup so far. This is one big figure, and he is really crammed into that packaging. Flipping around to the backside, we've got an image of the figure looking like he's jumping straight out of the video game, energy bar and all, and we've got like little headshots of the other figures in the line, almost looking like a select your character kind of screen. So real fun stuff with the packaging. But let's get this guy pulled out of the box and really take a look at him. So this figure stands well over 8 inches tall, and you can see I've got him with his knees bent, but that's actually the way he's sculpted to be able to stand. He's got this very hunched over look, but he is a huge figure. For example, look, this is Dutch from the same line, and just look how puny Dutch looks next to this amazing Chrysalis Alien. This is awesome, guys, because if you've been following my videos, you know that one of the things that I love is when NECA does things like the Kenner Aliens, giving us those very unique alien sculpts from the old Kenner toy line. Well, this video game kind of did the same thing, giving us some very unique takes on the different xenomorphs, and now we've got our first ever action figure of this guy here, and he is just amazing. He is so very cool. So these figures mostly are trying to mimic the look of the video game as far as the paint deco goes, but the overall sculpted details are still very high quality, highly detailed and everything. However, with this guy here, he almost doesn't have much of a video game paint deco, but that's just because of the way he looks, I guess. He's got this crazy head up here that basically looks like a giant bone with like the spinal ridge going across the top, and it's got this great kind of bone color to it. In fact, the same can be seen on the forearms there, where it just looks like he's got giant bones for forearms, and they also have that great bone-like paint deco there. Great shading and everything, just absolutely amazing. While the rest of the figure has this black overall look that's got this nice bright blue dry brushing on there that really brings out all of the amazing details on the overall figure. This guy is ugly and he's absolutely gorgeous all at the same time. It's weird to explain, but oh my gosh, I just love the look of this one. So creepy in all the best ways. So, talking about the different features here, like many of the aliens that NECA releases, he does have a very flexible bendy tail, so you can really wind that around, and it does a great job of holding its shape wherever you bend it. You can see he's got a very unique tail tip that almost looks like a sword, or like a knife dagger kind of thing sticking off the end of his tail. This is soft and pliable, so it bends around, but it's still very cool looking. And then of course you can also swivel the tail at the base. There's a joint there, so that is really nice. It also helps to stabilize him a little bit. You know, you can use that tail to kind of keep him standing up on the shelf, which is really cool as well. So I love the bendy tails here. When we come up to the head, of course, many of the xenomorphs from NECA also include the opening jaw, which we have here as well, and he even has the little inner mouth, which you can kind of pull out there. So just like that, you got the little inner mouth that juts out. So that's very nice, opening and closing jaw as well. So the rest of the articulation on this guy, he's got a very unique hunched over look. So let's see how that articulation works here. The head is jointed here at the neck, and it is a nice joint, so it's kind of ball jointed, it looks like. So he swivels left and right. He does move up and down. It's a bit stiff, but you can see I can roll it around, and it holds position pretty well, so not so bad there. He does have nice ball-like joints at the shoulders, so the arms can go upwards, forwards, backwards very nicely. You got a swivel at the elbow. Looks like our elbow joint is double elbow joint, like double joint. You got a joint here and a joint there. So there's a great range of motion on the elbows, which is really great, as well as the swivels there as well. You got swivels at the wrist, as well as hinge joints at the wrists, so you can get some great poses with the hands and the arms there. The torso can swivel left and right. We do have ball joints there at the thighs, which you can see under the sculpted details, so they can go outwards, forwards, and backwards. The way that the legs are sculpted is going to hinder that slightly, but not that bad at all. Now that brings us to the knees. You see the way the knee joints are, he actually can't bend his knees up higher than this, it doesn't look like, but that's because he's supposed to have like these bent knees. You can still, however, bend the knee down below that, and they swivel up there at the top. So he's always going to be posed with these bent legs, but they work just fine. They swivel really good. You got joints at the ankles that move forwards and backwards, as well as slightly rock side to side, and then you got the toes that also joint there at the claws. So like I said, he's a very, very unique sculpt for a xenomorph there with this great hunched over look, but all of the joints are real tight on this guy. I haven't had any real issues keeping him standing, especially when you use that tail for balance. All in all, just an incredibly cool looking xenomorph, something unique to add to your alien lineup. This is easily one of my favorites recently. I know I always say that about the Kenner ones. I think this one's probably my favorite out of these video game ones for sure. We're gonna look at some more still, but man, I love the look of this guy. So there you go, my friends. There is a look at the Chrysalis Alien from the Alien vs. Predator arcade game. If you're a fan of that game, you'll recognize this guy instantly, but even if you've never played the game, but you just love collecting the Alien figures, like I said, this is a great, unique, sculpted Alien. He's gonna look awesome on your shelf, really stands out from the rest. NECA did a great job with this particular figure. I love it. So the new Alien vs. Predator arcade figures are hitting store shelves right now. You'll be able to find them at Target in the NECA section if your Target has one of those in electronics. Otherwise, you can order them at places online like BigBadToyStore.com. So happy hunting, my friends. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.